said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great senior receiver.
Despite the upset of Alabama last season, Brent Venables' Oklahoma team took a step back, just his second losing season since 1998. That makes this season about Boomer sooner and not later.
They've got to get the quarterback position right. When you think Oklahoma, David, we think about guys like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. They need to get that quarterback position solidified if they're going to make the next step in the SEC.
Well, and that's why you went to the transfer portal, got the #1 guy, got a new OC, like a lot of new faces in Norman, but how can Brent Venables mesh it together, get that offense rolling to go with this consistent defense?
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times they can run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's caught. It's Lee. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. Bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Huggins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Huggins. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll send out the kicker here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
To the air, it's Simmons. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. That is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Third and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on fourth.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking for room. It's Ott.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Right on the money. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. Grab behind the line. It's up. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Working that wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing, and this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So now on comes the field goal unit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic.
Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Top looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.